This is a brief introduction in how to install our Hotwater Spider Valve. When you receive the valve, it's supplied completely assembled so you can see what it should look like, and also supplied with 5 lengths of tubing to run through your wetsuit, which we'll describe in a minute. To point out some features, on the knob, there's a black dot. When the black dot is forward, that means water is passing completely through the valve into the suit. When it's turned upwards, it's off completely. And when it's downwards, it's allowing water to bypass. So when you're in between bypass and on, there's a degree of control of the amount of hot water flow through the suit. So when you receive the valve, the first thing you should do is put your wetsuit on and your safety harness, and pick a spot above the top strap on your safety harness so that the valve doesn't interfere with the straps. So you'd pick a spot, then take the suit off, and for illustration purposes, I'm just going to work with a scrap of neoprene. You would find that spot on the suit, take a knife or a razor blade, and simply poke a hole. The hole should be just big enough to fit your index finger through. You don't have to cut a hole, just make a small slot. That's perfectly sufficient. Then we take our valve assembly, unscrew the main block, unscrew the nut. There's a washer and then a pair of rubber gaskets. So you'll take off the top gasket, you'll leave in place the bottom washer and the bottom gasket, and pass the valve through your wetsuit. Then we replace the black gasket, replace the washer, and then tighten down, just finger tight's okay, the retaining nut. At this point, the valve's installed on the suit. So on the interior of your suit, you have these 5 options for hoses. 2 will go out to your arms. My suggestion is to run the tubes long past your sleeves and into your gloves. Same for down into your boots. Run the tubes long down into your boots. And then there's a central barb where you can leave a short shot of tubing in the torso of your suit, or if you're diving in a wetsuit or you're a swimmer or diving a band mask, you can flip it around and run tubing up into your hood. Then we take the main block, we thread it onto the valve. This should not be tight, it should just be left loose like that, and now you're installed. So this will sit just above your top harness strap. You can freely swing. It's designed so that if your hot water hose comes around from the diver's right, that when you're bypassing, particularly at the surface, the overflow points down so you're not spraying your tender. If you don't like your tender, you run it to the other side and you can spray your tender with the bypass coming up.